The name still sends shivers. Luciano. Lucky Luciano. He wasn't just a gangster, he was a visionary. A dark one, yes, but a visionary nonetheless. He saw the future of crime. He built it, brick by bloody brick. He changed the game forever. No one before him thought so big. No one after could ignore his design. He was the architect. Organized crime had its godfathers. Old men, stuck in old ways. Luciano saw their limits. He saw their greed. He saw their stupidity. He knew a new way was needed. A smarter way. A more brutal way, if necessary. But always smarter. He didn't just want a piece of the pie. He wanted the whole damn bakery. And he knew how to get it. Salvatore Lucania. That was his name. Born in Sicily, 1897. A land of ancient vendettas. A land of fierce loyalties. Poverty was his birthright. His family chased a dream. The American dream. They sailed to New York, the Lower East Side. A new world. A brutal world. Young Salvatore landed in the 5 Points, a neighborhood of gangs, a place of struggle. It shaped him. He was a kid, but not a normal kid. He had a sharp mind. He had cold eyes. He saw the streets. He learned their lessons. Survival was the first. Respect was earned, usually with fists or something sharper. He formed his own gang. Young, tough, Italian. The 1920s arrived. They roared. Prohibition hit America, a foolish law. It tried to stop people drinking. It did the opposite. It created an ocean of thirst and an ocean of opportunity for men like Luciano, men who weren't afraid to break the law, men who saw gold in illicit booze. This was his moment, his true beginning. He was ready. He was hungry. He was already connected. He knew the players, big and small. He had worked with guys like Frank Costello, smart, smooth. He knew Meyer Lansky, a financial whiz, a Jewish kid. Luciano didn't care about bloodlines, not like the old mustache Pete's, the old-timers from Sicily. The booze business was a battlefield. Every street corner was contested. Every shipment was a risk. Rival gangs clashed. Tommy guns roared. Bodies piled up. Luciano navigated these treacherous waters. He was cunning. He was ruthless when needed. He formed a crew. His own crew. Loyal. Deadly. Men like Vito Genovese, Benjamin Bugsy Siegel. They trusted him. They followed him. He wasn't just fighting for territory. He was building a reputation, a name that commanded respect and fear. He understood the value of both. He made deals. He broke deals. The old guard had to go. Masseria, Maranzano, they were the kings, the mustache Petes. They clung to the past. They fought their endless bloody wars. The Castellamarese War. It bled the families dry. It was bad for business. Luciano saw this. He knew it had to end. He needed a new order. His order. He decided to end it, decisively. First, Masseria. Luciano set him up. A quiet lunch in a Coney Island restaurant. April 1931. Cards were dealt. Food was served. Then, the killers walked in. Luciano was in the washroom. Convenient. Masseria was riddled with bullets. Gone. The old way was dead. The boss of all bosses idea? Dead with Maranzano. Luciano knew it was a recipe for war, for constant bloodshed. He had a different vision, a modern vision, inspired by American business. He wanted a board of directors for crime, a national syndicate to keep the peace, to maximize profits for everyone who mattered. This was revolutionary. He called a meeting. The top bosses from across the country: Chicago, Detroit, Buffalo, Kansas City, New York's 5 families. He laid out his plan. No more one-man rule. Instead, a commission, a ruling council. Luciano was now the Shadow King, the unofficial chairman of the board. The commission was his instrument. He guided it. He influenced its decisions. The five families of New York prospered under this new order. His own family, later known as the Genovese family, became incredibly powerful. He was rich. He was respected. He was feared. He was at the peak. His influence stretched far beyond New York. The commission connected criminal enterprises nationwide. They controlled ports. They controlled unions. They had their fingers in Hollywood, in Las Vegas. Wherever there was money to be made, the mob was there. And Luciano was the unseen hand guiding much of it. He lived the high life. Fancy suits, expensive women, penthouse apartments. He was lucky, but power breeds enemies. Thomas E. Dewey, a special prosecutor, young, ambitious, incorruptible. He had a mission: to break organized crime in New York, to take down the big fish, and Lucky Luciano was the biggest fish of all. Dewey was relentless. He was smart. He built his case carefully, brick by brick. He knew he couldn't get Luciano for murder or bootlegging. The evidence was too hard to find, or witnesses too scared. So Dewey went after him for something else, something Luciano considered beneath him: prostitution, pandering, running a vast network of brothels. Luciano controlled it. He profited from it. Massively. It was a dirty business. World War II raged. America was fighting. The New York docks were vital for supplies, for troop movements. But there was trouble, sabotage, strikes. The U.S. Navy was worried. They needed control. They needed intelligence. They knew who really controlled the docks: the Mafia. And, through them, Luciano. Even from his prison cell, he still had connections. He still had power. A deal was struck, a controversial one: Operation Underworld. Luciano would help. He would ensure labor peace on the docks. He would use his contacts in Sicily to help with the Allied invasion, Operation Husky. In return, the government would consider his situation, his sentence. It was a deal with the devil. Syndicate.